What if I told you that one of the darkest chapters in human history, the transatlantic slave trade, didn't just devastate human lives, but also fundamentally altered the ancient primal roots of some of the ocean's most feared predators? Sharks? It sounds unbelievable, right? But the science and the harrowing history tell a story far more profound and chilling than you can imagine. Get ready, because what you're about to learn will change how you see history and the ocean forever. And while you're here, if you're fascinated by hidden connections like this, consider hitting that like button, sharing this video, and subscribing to join our community. Your support fuels more deep dives into the unknown.
The Middle Passage, a tragedy in numbers.
To understand this unique ecological ripple effect, we first have to revisit the transatlantic slave trade, specifically the Middle Passage. For over 400 years, from the 16th to the 19th centuries, millions of enslaved Africans were forcibly transported across the Atlantic Ocean to the Americas. This was more than a journey, it was horror beyond imagination. Packed beyond human endurance, chained, starved, and subjected to horrific conditions. Estimates suggest that between 1.5 to 2 million people died during the passage itself. Their bodies were thrown overboard into the ocean. The ocean reacts. Sharks and survival. Picture this: the vast, open Atlantic. And beneath the waves, an ecosystem driven by one fundamental principle: survival. Sharks, especially oceanic whitecaps and tiger sharks, are apex predators, but also opportunistic scavengers. Their sense of smell is legendary, able to detect a single drop of blood in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. For millennia, they fed on natural prey, marine mammal carcasses, and the occasional whale fall. These were rare, significant events. But suddenly, with the advent of the slave trade, something horrifyingly consistent began to occur. A near-daily rain of human remains, discarded provisions, and waste into the waters they called home. A superhighway of death. This wasn't just a few isolated events. We're talking about millions of bodies, over centuries, dumped along consistent maritime routes. The Middle Passage became a grotesque, predictable buffet. Sharks weren't just stumbling upon meals, they were tracking them, generation after generation. Scientists believe this had a profound effect. Over time, this gruesome consistency may have led to altered migratory routes. Sharks may have followed the busiest slave trade routes, turning them into superhighways of sustenance. Increased populations in certain areas, a reliable food source, could have sparked population booms along shipping lanes. Changed feeding behavior. Sharks may have started associating large ships with food, altering their natural hunting instincts. Imagine the evolutionary pressure. Sharks that adapted to this new food supply thrived. Those that didn't, they were outcompeted. It's a brutal form of natural selection driven by human tragedy. Echoes in the ocean. What the science shows, while direct, irrefutable evidence from centuries ago is scarce, modern research offers compelling clues. Marine scientists comparing historical shipping logs with shark tagging data are finding strange and fascinating correlations. Take the oceanic whiteup shark, for example. Sailors during the slave trade era frequently noted their eerie presence around slave ships. These sharks earned chilling nicknames like man-eaters for their constant shadowing and gruesome feasting. Today, their migratory patterns still mirror some of the highest traffic zones of the old slave routes. It suggests that what we're witnessing now may be a living, breathing echo of history. And while the evidence is still evolving, these hypotheses raise powerful questions about how deeply human history intertwines with the natural world. What happened after abolition? If shark populations became reliant on human remains, what happened after the slave trade was abolished? Did their numbers crash? Did they struggle to return to traditional hunting grounds? Did the entire marine ecosystem have to readjust? Shifts in apex predator behavior often create cascading effects. Prey population booms. Sharks that stopped hunting natural prey may have allowed those species to grow unchecked, affecting balance. Biodiversity shifts. Long-term consequences on Atlantic biodiversity, subtle as they may, are still being explored by scientists today. The bigger picture? This is more than a story about sharks. It's a stark reminder that human actions, no matter how geographically contained or historically distant, can create shockwaves across the natural world. Rewriting ancient biological patterns, this story is a testament to the interconnectedness of everything: history, humanity, and the wild, untamed forces of nature. The brutality of the slave trade left an indelible mark not only on human civilization, but incredibly, on the very fabric of the ocean itself. It's a ghost story whispered by the currents and carried in the fins of sharks. What are your thoughts on this astonishing connection? Has it changed how you view history or the ocean? Let us know in the comments. Your voice matters. If this video opened your eyes to a history you never knew existed, hit that like button. Share it with someone who needs to hear this story. And if you're hungry for more hidden histories and mind-bending science, make sure you subscribe and ring the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Till next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep challenging what you think you know. See you in the next video.